But wanted to invite in the intention this morning of authenticity. And with that authenticity, not only you being authentic to yourself, but listening to your body, knowing when you need to rest, knowing when you might actually want to maybe overexert yourself, and knowing that it's not going to be the same every single day, and every single hour is going to be different sometimes. But the more you can tune in and listen and be comfortable in doing what is serving yourself and the world, you're being able to share that authenticity. And I think when we share that authenticity, it kind of flows out of our hearts and our. So inviting that theme in this morning for class, we'll just begin in a comfortable seated position this morning, just bringing in that breath work to class this morning and getting comfortable. Palms and face up towards the ceiling, sky for energy. Palms and face down around the knees if you would like to feel grounded. And bringing in the Ujjayi breath. So simply breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the nose. In through the nose and exhale through the nose. 5 more rounds of breath here at your own cadence with your own authenticity and what speed you want to go. One more round of breath here. And if it's comfortable, letting it all go through the mouth with an audible exhale. Working into that 3-part breath now. Inhaling through the belly and holding for just a brief moment. Inhaling again through the rib cage and holding. And inhaling all the way up to the shoulders and the collarbones, holding at the top and letting it all pour out in a long, smooth exhale through the nose. Inhaling belly, hold. Inhaling ribs, hold. Inhaling up to the shoulders and holding for just a brief moment and letting it all pour out through the nose. This is the 3-part breath. Continuing this on your own cadence. And as you move through this 3-part breath, noticing what you notice is when you hold the breath. And if you would like to, continuing to hold it and notice each of the 3 parts on the inhales and stopping on the same way on the exhales to really feel into the body. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. 5 more of these 3-part breaths in your own authentic way to bring the breath into our practice. On that next exhale, fluttering the eyes open if they were closed, bringing the gaze up and extending the legs out long, beginning class with just a little bit of hip work here. So soles of the feet can be on the mat. We'll bring that right leg up and over the left ankle. And right here can be plenty, moving back and forth if that feels good, moving into that outer hip. If being up on a seat is uncomfortable for you, you could also lay down on your back and thread your hands behind your left leg for a number 4 hip opener on the ground. Just taking a few moments here to ease into the hips. All the while continuing that breath that we just created together. And on that next exhale, left leg extends long, right sole of the foot comes to the ground. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, twisting open to the right, left hand around right knee. And the next exhale, coming back to center, bringing the soles of the feet together or maybe into a diamond shape if that's comfortable for you. Bringing the back straight. And same here, if this is enough for you, if you would like to, moving through some cat-cows on your mat while being in this diamond position. Sitting cat-cows, if you will. Inhale, cow. Exhale, squeezing in for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, curling in. 2 more rounds of this. And on the next exhale, if it's comfortable for you, bringing the hands underneath the ankles here and just lowering down as is comfortable for a deeper version of this pose here with the legs out at diamond. Taking 3 rounds of breath here. And on the next exhale, coming back to center, legs extending long. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands beneath the knees or the calf muscles here. Whoever's comfortable. It's a little early for Paschimottanasana, but we can still have a different variation, I think, of that pose right now. Hands could also even just be back at the hips. Toes pointing towards you. And on the next exhale, right sole of the foot on the ground, bringing that left leg over the right, moving into a number 4 here on that right side. Moving back and forth if that feels good. Moving onto your back for this hip opener if that serves you better. On the next exhale, letting that right leg extend long, left sole of the foot to the ground. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. Exhale, right hand around left knee, twisting open to the left side. On the next exhale, gaze comes back to center. Arm moves back to center. Bring those legs back into a diamond here. This time I'm going to move into the soles of the feet a little closer together for more of a butterfly shape. And my hands are around my ankles, wherever yours. They could be peace fingers wrapped around the big toes, whatever's comfortable for you. Moving through 3 more rounds of cat-cow, though, from our seated position. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 1 more of these. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And on the next inhale, gaze looks up. And on the exhale, curling in as a cat and maybe lowering down a little bit for a different stretch here for the inside of the thighs. The next exhale, coming back up, legs extending long. 1 more round of Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands can be right here at the hips, underneath the knees, underneath the calves. Legs do not have to be straight. What we want to not compromise, though, is the length in the back. The next exhale, walking the fingertips back up, moving our way down to our backs, bringing the knees into the chest, and just taking a moment here to massage that low back, rolling side to side. On the next exhale, left leg extends long, bringing that hands over the right shin and bringing that knee into the chest. Taking some ankle circles here on both sides, both clockwise and counterclockwise. If it feels good, pointing the foot and then bringing the foot back, pointing and bringing it back a few times. And on the next exhale, letting that right leg extend long, sole of the foot to the ceiling. Ankle circles, again, if that feels good. You can never have too many of those. And the next exhale, we're going to actually bring that knee back into the chest and flip it over the left leg. So right knee towards the ground for a little twist here. Right arm can extend long. Gaze can look out over the right shoulder here for a little seated twist. Very similar to the twist we just did sitting up. Left hand can be long or rest on the right knee. And on the next exhale, rolling back over, bringing knees into the chest, rolling side to side, moving into a happy baby here. Hands clasp around the outer edges of the feet. And on the next exhale, letting the legs go. I'm going to switch sides just for the video. You can pay no mind to me moving around on my mat. Bringing that left leg into the chest now and making some ankle circles here. And on the next exhale, letting that left leg extend up to the ceiling. Opportunity here, maybe point the toes towards you, then push them away towards the ceiling almost, or the sky. Moving back and forth through this motion. Hands can be wrapped behind the left thigh, or they could be on the mat. And on that next exhale, bringing that left leg into the chest, right hand wrapping around the left knee and bringing that twist over. So left knee to the ground, left arm, right arm extending long out to a T. Gaze can look out over the left shoulder. Right hand can be on the left knee or extended out into that T position, whatever works in your body, whatever is authentic for you right now. On the next exhale, rolling back over, knees into the chest one final time. This time though, if you want to, you can either roll to your right side or roll back and forth here, forward and backward. We're making our way to a comfortable tabletop position. Moving through a couple rounds of cat-cow here. Inhale, belly down, gaze lifts. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, belly down, gaze lifts up. Exhale, curling in. One more round here. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. This time taking the gaze over the right shoulder. Just hold in here for a breath. On the exhale, bringing it back. Repeating that on the other side. Gazing over the left shoulder. Coming back to center. Right leg extends long here. Holding here for a little balance. If you'd like to Offer another variation. The left arm could extend out as well. Staying here for one more breath. And then on the exhale, bringing knee to elbow or knee into nose, whatever your variation of the pose is. Exhale, extending out. Inhale, bringing in knee to elbow. Exhale, extending out. One more of these. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, extending out. Left hand to the mat. Right sole of the foot to the mat. Moving into a modified side plank here. Gaze can be where it's comfortable. Looking up at that right hand or down to the ground. And on the next exhale, coming back down to the mat. All fours here. Inhale, belly down, gaze lifts. Exhale, curling in. This time, inhale that right arm up, threading the needle here. Right shoulder to the ground, going underneath the left arm. Taking a few rounds of breath here. I'm going to go close my window because there's a construction unit outside, it sounds like. Breathing here, being here. I'm on the West Coast. I'm glad they're working early. It's like 7:15 in the morning here. And the next exhale, right arm sweeps back up, coming back down to all fours. I'm going to switch sides here. Inhale, belly down, gaze lifts up. Exhale, curling in. Extending that left leg long here. Holding for a little balance if you'd like to explore having the right arm extended long as well, you can. And on the inhale, knee to elbow or just knee to nose. Exhale, extending out. 2 more rounds of this. Inhale, squeezing in. Exhale, extending out. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, extending out. Right hand to the mat. Left foot to the mat. Left arm sweeps up. Modified side plank. Taking 2 rounds of breath here. On the next exhale, left hand to the mat. Bring that left knee back in. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. Exhale, threading that needle. I think I might have cued this right arm on both sides. Whatever side you didn't do last time. I'm just here to hold space. It doesn't mean I know what I'm doing. Yeah. And the next exhale, whatever arm you have up, sweeping it back up. Inhale, belly down, gaze lift. Exhale, pressing into those toes and lifting the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Taking 5 breaths here. Feeling in to our feet, feeling into our calf muscles. On the next exhale, walking forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, folding in. Opposite arms clasp elbows, swaying back and forth here. Maybe shaking your head yes. Shaking your head no. The next exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to mountain pose, Samasthiti. Moving through a little side stretch variation here. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, left hand wraps around right wrist. Side bend over to the left. The next exhale, coming back up. Switching the clasp of the arms, this time right hand around left wrist and a side bend over to the right. Continuing with that breath. Continuing to give your body the most authentic variation of the pose that feels good for you. On the next exhale, coming back up to center, hands down to the sides, feet together here, and on the inhale, lowering down into our chair position, hands at heart center. Moving through just a couple rounds here of sweeping the arms up into Urdhva Hastasana and lowering into chair pose. So inhale, sweeping the arms up, hands come to heart center. Exhale, lowering into chair pose, Utkatasana. 3 more rounds of this. However you want to flow through this at your own pace. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, lowering down. 1 more of these. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, lowering down. This time, inhale, arms sweep up. And we'll fold all the way forward this time on the exhale. Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back into our plank pose. Holding plank, moving through a vinyasa, or straight back, downward facing dog. Three rounds of breath here. On the next exhale, gaze looks out between the front fingertips. Walking, stepping, or hopping to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to mat. Inhale, sweeping those arms up. Exhale, hands to the sides. Moving through a little standing hip work here. If it's comfortable for you, maybe if you have a wall space, something to hold on to, or if you want to go through the balance of it. We'll move first, bringing that left knee into the chest. And then bringing it over the right ankle. And as you feel comfortable, lowering into a standing number 4 hip opener here. Hands can be at heart center. They can hold on to the leg. They could be out flailing around, whatever you want. Nobody can see. Nobody can hear you. Your practice. On the next exhale, sweeping those arms back up, letting it go. Bringing that left knee into the chest again here. This time, just for a little side stretch, right hand around the outer left knee. Left arm extends back. Left arm can hold on to a wall, or you can move into a balance of the pose. And that next exhale, coming back to center, letting it all go. Moving into that on the other side now. Actually, before we do that, let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, folding in, hands to mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center, mountain pose. Bringing that right knee into the chest now. And bringing it over the left leg. Lowering as you feel comfortable here. This is not an easy pose. But I guess not everything in life is supposed to be easy. Remembering to breathe here. And on the exhale, coming back up, letting it go. Inhale, right knee up again. Exhale, bringing that left hand around the right knee. Extending that right arm long. And on that next exhale, coming back to center. Taking a couple rounds of standing cat-cow here, just like the hip openers, exploring these poses a variety of ways. We always do cat-cow on tabletop. We always do number 4 hip openers on our backs. What else can we do to feel authentic and try different things? So lowering down, hands to knees, just a slight lower. Inhale, belly down, cow pose. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, belly down, gaze lifts. Exhale, curling in. 2 more rounds here. Standing cat-cows. And on the next exhale, as you curl into cat, raising up 1 vertebrae at a time. Crown of the head coming up last, moving into our mountain pose. Taking 2 Surya Namaskar, sun salutations now. As always, your practice, wherever you want to move from Ardha Uttanasana, the halfway lift, back to down dog is your choice. In this class, I typically cue it to hold plank, whatever you would like. Inhale, arms sweep up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, folding in, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot steps back. Right foot steps back to meet the left. Holding plank, moving through your flow. Meeting in downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. On the next exhale, walking, stepping, or hopping to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, mountain pose. 1 more Surya Namaskara A here. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back. Left foot steps back to meet the right. Meeting in downward dog. However you get there is up to you. On that next exhale, walking, stepping, hopping in front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, arms sweep up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Moving through some standing poses here. On the inhale, bringing that left knee into the chest. Exhale, stepping back for a high crescent lunge. Inhale, arms sweep up. And exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, twisting open to the right. We're going to move through this little flow here. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, opening up, warrior two. Inhale, arms sweep up, back to high crescent lunge. Exhale, twisted high crescent lunge. Left arm open. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, warrior two. Moving through 3 rounds of this, kind of at your own pace, having a little fun with it, however you like. Coming back through high crescent lunge, opening for a twisted lunge. Coming back through that high crescent, warrior two. Taking another round of this, your own pace, your own authentic rhythm. Settling into our warrior two on your next exhale. Gaze looks out over the right fingertips. Inhale, right palm up. Exhale, reversing that warrior. Inhale, right forearm, right thigh. Exhale, left arm sweeps up and over. Utthita Partha Konasana, extended side angle pose. If it's more comfortable, that left hand can go on the sacrum, the low back, for a little half bind here. Gaze where it's comfortable. On the next exhale, reversing that warrior. Inhale, right leg straight, not buckling the knee though, or locking the knee. Exhale, arms out to T. Inhale, hinging forward at the hips, not at the waist. Exhale, moving into triangle pose. Right hand where it's comfortable. Left arm up, Utthita Trikonasana. And on the next exhale, as is comfortable, bringing a slight bend back into that knee, reversing that warrior, and bringing the legs up, moving into a wide-legged forward fold here. So feet along the long edge of your mat, hands to hips. Inhale, gaze looks up. Exhale, folding in. Hands can stay on the hips. They can move to books or blocks or whatever props you have, or to the mat. Taking 3 rounds of breath here. Parasarita. On the next exhale, gaze looks out over the fingertips. Inhale, hands to hips. Exhale, coming back on up. Moving, however, gracefully or ungracefully you'd like to the other side. We're going to move through that same flow here that we just did on the standing sequence. So moving into our high crescent lunge. I have my right foot back if you did your left foot forward last time. Once again, whatever side you want, that was different. So on the inhale, We'll twist open, right arm forward, left arm back. On the exhale, coming back to high crescent lunge. Inhale, opening up, warrior two. Exhale, back up to high crescent lunge. Twisted high crescent lunge. Back to high crescent lunge. Opening to Vira two. One more round of this. Sweeping the arms back up into our high crescent lunge. Twisted lunge. And this time when we settle into Vira two, warrior two, staying here for 2 rounds of breath. Gaze looks out over the left fingertips. Inhale, left palm up. Exhale, reversing that warrior. Inhale, left forearm, left thigh. Exhale, right arm sweeps up and out. Extended side angle here. Opportunity for a half bind if you want to put that right hand on the low back. Exhale, reversing that side angle. Inhale, left leg straightens, not locking the knee though. Exhale, arms out to T. Inhale, hinging at the hips, not at the waist. Exhale, left hand on left leg where it's comfortable, right hand where it's comfortable. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. On the next exhale, buckling that left knee out for a little bend and coming back up, bringing that left leg to meet the right for that long-legged forward fold here. Couple variations. Hands can stay at the hips. Hands can clasp fists behind you. I'll move so you can see that if that's comfortable. Hands can also sweep down and grasp peace fingers around big toes. Wherever you want to go, this is your version of Prasarita. Inhale, gaze lifts. Exhale, lowering down. 3 rounds of breath. On the next exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, coming back on up. Making our way to the top of the mat, however you want to get there. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, lowering into a little Utkatasana here. Squeezing that core in. And on the exhale, hands to mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back into plank. Our final vinyasa of this week. Meeting in downward facing dog as you want to get there. On the next exhale, knees lowered to the mat. Coming out to the side here. And extending those legs long. Moving into Paschimottanasana again, maybe this time a different hold for you. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands where they're comfortable. Mine can go a little further now. It's amazing what can happen in 40 minutes as we move our bodies. Exhale, walking those fingertips back out. Inhale, left leg in. Exhale, left knee to the mat, moving into Jati Shashasana here. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands over right leg, Janu A. And on the next exhale, walking the hands back in, switching out the legs. Inhale, bring that right knee in. Exhale, right knee to the ground. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, folding over that left leg. Exhale, walking the hands back in. Bringing the soles of the feet to the mat, hands also to the mat. We're just going to take a few windshield wipers here, the legs, back and forth as it feels comfortable for you. And on the next exhale, when they come back to center, however you want to get there, moving into our backs, lowering one vertebrae at a time if that's comfortable for you. I'm going to almost do it as a little boat pose. Bringing the right leg over the left for a number 4 hip opener here on that right leg. Hands and thread behind that left leg here. And on the next exhale, bringing that left sole of the foot down, right to meet it, switching sides, left leg over the right, bringing that in, hip opener here. The next exhale, lowering that left leg down. Moving into a little back bend here, arms out where they're comfortable for bridge pose on the inhale. And on the exhale, lifting the hips up and back, shoulders underneath, or arms underneath the shoulders for a little extra support there. Lowering down one vertebrae at a time. If it feels good, taking a windshield wiper of the legs here, back and forth 1 or 2 times. We're going to move into one more bridge pose. Inhale, hands going into place where you'd like them. Exhale, lifting those hips up and back. Exhale, lowering one vertebrae at a time. Any final poses you would like, giving yourself about 60 seconds here to finish and move into Shavasana. As always, if you have the wall space or the bed space or the couch space, legs against the wall or legs halfway up the wall is a great place to be for Shavasana. Taking a moment to finish your class. And as you're comfortable, letting that Ujjayi breath go if it's still there with you. Letting your body dissolve authentically into rest for a few minutes here. Even when we're at our homes right now, I feel as though we probably don't give our bodies enough proper rest during the day because we think we're trying to stay busy or do this or that. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. I'll bring you out of Shavasana when it's time. Beginning to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Noticing how you feel, fluttering the eyes open if they were closed. A big morning stretch, if that's good for you. Like it's your first one of the day. Maybe it is your first one of the day. However you want to get there, from there, knees into the chest, rolling to a comfortable seat or rolling over to your right side, taking a breath there, and then moving up one vertebrae at a time, head coming up last. Hands to heart center. Finishing class with the sound of Om if that's comfortable for you. If not, simply letting the vibration come through the phone. We Om to send out light to those who need it in this world. Inhale through the nose. Om. May you let your authentic light shine bright every single day and empower